A very good morning to all of you. Today we start with the first module of the course Physics for class 12, and the first module is electrostatics. Electrostatics forms a part of a larger area of physics called electromagnetics. So, electromagnetics involves study of electric and magnetic fields. Okay, we will start with some experiments in electrostatics. Some of you may have carried out similar experiments at home, but those of you who have not, I urge you to try out some of these experiments to see the excitement in physics. So, I will start with a pair of straws here. There is one straw here, then another straw in my hand, and what I am going to do is I have a woolen scarf which I will use to rub this straw. I rub the straw a couple of times, leave it. I take another straw here and rub this a few times, and then I want to see what effect it has. You see, it is not even allowing it to touch, it is pushing the straw. So much repulsion is there. You also notice that there is nothing connecting this straw and this straw. There is no string, there is no object, there is nothing connecting these two straws, but this straw seems to be pushing it. What is happening? Why is this pushing that? In fact, the straw, if I take to the other, why is this straw pushing the straw without any apparent connection between these two? Let me similarly take a glass rod and rub with silk a few times and take it near the same surface. You see, it gets attracted. This particular one repelled it, it's repelling it, this one is attracting it. So, it seems there are, and this is getting attracted even without my touching. I put close to the straw, it gets attracted. So, let me charge it again. Here it's getting attracted. So, there seems to be two kinds of forces, one which is repulsive between this straw and this straw is repulsive, and another one which is attractive between this glass which is swiped by silk and this straw. So, these experiments of attraction and repulsion were carried out long ago, and this study of these effects is what electrostatics will consist of. Now, you may have done this experiments at home. For example, if you rub this and take it near some pieces of paper here, you see they are all getting attracted completely. You may have seen this as effects on a comb. If you comb your hair on a dry day, they attract paper, they attract all other kinds of objects here. In fact, I can take this to a metal cylinder and it attracts a metal. See, I am not even touching the metal cylinder, it is attracting and moving the metal cylinder. So, what is this force? What is happening even if I do not have any contact between these two objects? In fact, these are called the electrical effects. You may have noticed magnets at some stage of your life, and here are a pair of magnets. As you can see here, this magnet attracts another piece, another magnet here very strongly. In fact, if you have a metal clip, clip gets attracted by the magnet. So, there are two kinds of effects that you see here. One is between metals, which is a different kind of effect, magnetic effect, and one which is the charging effect, which we have discussed here. So, all these effects constitute the general field of electromagnetism, and in the first module what we will discuss is electrostatics. So, having seen some interesting demonstrations of electric and magnetic effects, we will now start to study the subject in more detail, look at forces between charges, what are the repulsive forces, what are attractive forces, and so on. As I mentioned before, this forms a very important part of the subject of electromagnetics, which is one of the strongest forces in nature. It dominates all atomic forces. It dominates forces which make atoms, atoms making molecules, molecules making solids. All these forces which are responsible are all electromagnetic in character. So what we saw was, if you rub wool with that plastic,